In this video, you will learn about the slice tool in Photoshop. Slices divide an image into smaller images that are reassembled on a web page using an HTML table or CSS layers. By dividing the image, you can assign different URL links to create page navigation or optimize each part of an image using its own optimization settings. You can export and optimize a sliced image using the Save for Web and Devices command. Photoshop saves each slice as a separate file and generates the HTML or CSS code needed to display the sliced image. When you are working with slices, you are doing these things. First, you can create a slice by using the slice tool. After you create a slice, you can select it using the slice select tool and then move, resize or align it with other slices. You can set options for each slice such as slice type, name and URL in the slice options dialog box, which you can open by clicking on one of the slices. You can optimize each slice using different optimization settings in the Save for Web and Devices dialog. So let us understand how this slice tool is used. Basically, the slice tool divides an image into smaller sections which fit together like a jigsaw. There are two tools to the slice option. One is the slice and second is the slice select. So let us see how this is done. Here is the slice tool available with you. When I click on this option, I get two options. One is the slice tool and second is slice select tool. So once you create slices, you can select slices by using the slice select tool. So I have selected the slice tool. You can see a small knife appears on the screen. So what you have to do is you just have to click, drag, and you can see that we have got a rectangular surface here. Here are two slices created. Then again I want to create another slice, so I can just click here and I can do it like this. So here I have created another slice, and again I want to create a slice, so I can create the slice here like this. I can create slice here like this. I can create slice here like this. So as you can see, I have created 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 slices, right? Now if you want to select any slice, you can use the slice select tool. You can click into the this we will discuss just now. You can click into the slice and you can see here we have the dots appearing on the boundary. So we can move this portion to increase or decrease the size of the slice that we have created, right? Now here is a small box. Whenever you click here, double click here, these are the options which are available in the slice, in any slice that you have given. So currently this slice is selected, so this option is for this slice with a light brown colored boundary. So here you can redefine the name of the slice. Like if you want to give some other name, then you can give the name to this slice, any name you want to give. You can associate this slice with a URL. You can define that where this URL should open in your website. You can give the target URL. You can give the alt tag. If the image slice is not available, then you can define the alt tag here. So once you click it, you will get all the options available for this slice. Okay, if I double click this, I can see that this is a different slice. If I double click this, I can see a different set of options for this slice with light brown edges. So this is one thing by of creating the slices and setting the options for individual slices that you have created. Now once you create a slice, how to save this file so that you can use this sliced image in your web application. So you go to save for web in the file menu. So when you click this, you get this particular thing, and if you save this, then you can see that here I get a option, and you can see in this save optimized as, I can get the file name. If I give the file name, suppose here I give the file name as sunflower sliced, and I define it as an HTML image, and default setting I keep them as it is and save them, then you can see that in my this folder I get the sunflower sliced HTML page. This is the sunflower sliced image page. If I double click it, it will open in a browser. Let me open with a browser. So I am opening with a browser it. Let us see what we will get in this page. So you can see that this is a sliced HTML image. So if I just go into the code of it, I just open this is okay, view page source. So you can see that here we have got a table and different rows, and every image that is sliced, it is saved as a GIF file and it is stored as a different table element. Now you can link this particular image section with any URL. If I gave the URL in the in Photoshop using this option, then these things could have already or these things would already be integrated into my HTML page. So let me try to take suppose any page. Say I give, this is the slice one, so I this give google.com here, and I give it as google.com here, and I save it. Right now again I save it for web and save like this, sunflower sliced, save it, replace, and when I go to this portion to the browser and I refresh the file, then I can see that with this slice that I have linked the URL, I am getting this. So just a second. So since here the google.com, it is associated with this, so I am not able to access it. I have to give the complete URL. So if you want to do it, you can see that whenever you are associating a URL here, then it will automatically create a hyperlink for that particular slice. So this is a very good tool if you are doing web development and you want to slice your images or you want to convert your images into an image map.